Hello friends, welcome to my channel Rio. The miraculous resurrection of Rama, a test of faith and spiritual healing. Now a certain man was sick named Lazarus. When Jesus heard that, he said, "This sickness is not unto death, but for the glory of God, that the Son of God might be glorified thereby." In this passage, Jesus calls himself the Son of God. Though he was truly united with God, his reference here has a deep impersonal significance. Sri Yukteswar explained, "The Son of God is the Christ or divine consciousness in man. The only honor that man can pay his Creator is to seek Him. Man cannot glorify an abstraction that he does not know. The glory or nimbus around the head of the saints is a symbolic witness of their capacity to render divine homage." Sri Yukteswar went on to read the marvelous story of Lazarus' resurrection. At its conclusion, Master fell into a long silence. I too was privileged to behold a similar miracle. Sri Yukteswar finally spoke solemnly. "Lahiri Mahasaya resurrected one of my friends from the dead. The young lads at my side smiled with keen interest," said Swami Paramahnsa Yogananda. "There was enough of the boy in me too to enjoy not only the philosophy, but in particular any story I could get Sri Yukteswar to relate about his wondrous experiences with his Guru Lahiri Mahasaya. My friend Rama and I were inseparable," Sri Yukteswar began. "Because he was shy and reclusive, he chose to visit our Guru Lahiri Mahasaya only during the hours of midnight and dawn, when the crowd of daytime disciples was absent. As Rama's closest friend, I served as a spiritual vent through which he let out the wealth of his spiritual perceptions. One day, Rama fell very ill. He contracted the disease of Asiatic cholera. As our master never objected to the services of physicians at times of serious illness, 2 specialists were summoned. Amidst the frantic rush of ministering to the stricken man, I was deeply praying to Lahiri Mahasaya for help. I hurried to his home and sobbed out the story. The doctors are seeing Rama. He will be well." My Guru smiled jovially. I returned with a light heart to my friend's bedside, only to find him in a dying state. "He cannot last more than 1 or 2 hours, one of the physicians told me with a gesture of despair. Once more I hastened to Lahiri Mahasaya. "The doctors are diligent men. I am sure Rama will be well." The master dismissed me, showing no sign of worry. At Rama's place, I found both doctors gone. One had left me a note: "We have done our best, but his case is hopeless." My friend was indeed the picture of a dying man. I did not understand how Lahiri Mahasaya's words could fail to come true. Yet, the sight of Rama's rapidly receding life kept suggesting to my mind, all is over now. Tossing thus on the sea of faith and apprehensive doubt, I ministered to my friend as best I could. He roused himself to cry out, "Yukteswar, run to Master and tell him I'm gone. Ask him to bless my body before its last rites." With these words, Rama sighed heavily and gave up the last ghost. I wept for an hour by his beloved form. Always a lover of quiet, now he had attained the utter stillness of death. Another disciple came in. I asked him to remain in the house until I returned. Half dazed, I walked slowly back to my Guru. "How is Rama now?" Lahiri Mahasaya's face was covered in smiles. "Sir, you will soon see how he is," I blurted out emotionally. "In a few hours, you will see his body before it is carried to the crematory grounds." I broke down and moaned openly. "Yukteswar, control yourself. Sit calmly and meditate." My Guru retired into Samadhi. The afternoon and night passed in unbroken silence. I struggled unsuccessfully to regain an inner composure. At dawn, Lahiri Mahasaya glanced at me consolingly. "I see you are still disturbed. Why didn't you explain yesterday that you expected me to give Rama tangible aid in the form of some medicine?" The master pointed to a cup-shaped lamp containing crude castor oil. "Fill a little bottle from the lamp, put 7 drops into Rama's mouth. Sir, I remonstrated, he has been dead since yesterday noon. Of what use is the oil now? Never mind, just do as I ask. Lahiri Mahasaya's cheerful mood was incomprehensible. I was still in the deep agony. Pouring out a small amount of oil, I departed for Rama's house. I found my friend's body rigid in the death clasp. Paying no attention to his ghastly condition, I opened his lips with my right finger and managed with my left hand and the help of the cork, I put the oil drop by drop over his clenched teeth. As the 7th drop touched his cold lips, Rama shivered violently. His muscles vibrated from the head to toe as he sat up wonderingly. I saw Lahiri Mahasaya in a blaze of light. He cried. He shone like the sun. Arise, forsake your sleep, he commanded me. Come with Yukteswar to see me. I could not believe my eyes when Rama dressed up himself and was strong enough after the fatal sickness to walk to the home of our Guru. There he prostrated himself before Lahiri Mahasaya with tears of gratitude. The master was beside himself with mirth. His eyes twinkled at me mischievously. Yukteswar, he said, surely henceforth you will not fail to carry with you a bottle of castor oil. Whenever you see a corpse, just administer the oil. Why 7 drops of lamp oil must surely foil the power of Yama. Guruji, you are ridiculing me. I don't understand. Please point out the nature of my error. I told you twice that Rama would be well, yet you could not fully believe me, Lahiri Mahasaya explained. I did not mean the doctors would be able to cure him. I remarked only that they were in attendance. There was no causal connection between my two statements. I didn't want to interfere with the physicians. They have to live too. In a voice resounding with joy, my Guru added, always know that the inexhaustible Paramatman can heal anyone, doctor or no doctor. I see my mistake. I acknowledged remorsefully. I know now that your simple word is binding on the whole cosmos. Sri Yukteswar realized that his doubt had hindered the miracle from happening sooner. From that day on, he understood the power of faith and the limitless healing abilities of the divine Guru. And so the Lahiri Mahasaya chose the nearby oil as an objective symbol for awakening greater faith in Yukteswar Giri.